All right, so now this is a bit of a controversial subject that we're gonna get to here. So listen, those that comment on our pages about certain sports books and everything, about the rollover percentages and deposit bonus or whatnot, I'm gonna break this down. This is what this video is gonna be about. I'm gonna break this down and show you guys why rollovers on deposit bonuses, they do not matter. It doesn't matter if it's 10 times what you deposit, five times what you deposit, 2 times what you deposit. I'm gonna break it down and show you guys exactly why that shouldn't matter to you. As always, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit us with a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications as well, so that way you guys are notified every time we pump out one of these informational videos for you guys, the sports better. In the description, make sure you guys check out our website at linemakersports.com. We got our picks and our plays in there, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you visit the link in the description. Without further ado, let's go over to the whiteboard, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly why the rollovers in any sports book for any deposit bonus really does not matter. What's up, guys? Frank with Linemaker Sports here. Now, let's get into it, all right? This is a controversial subject that I'm sure we're gonna get loaded up in the comments, but go ahead and do it if you want. But I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly why the rollover deposits in sports books, online sports books, does not matter. And I'm gonna break it down for you exactly, okay? Because a lot of y'all probably don't really understand this, and this is something that needs to be drilled into your head, so that way when it comes to bankroll management, you guys are able and know exactly what you are doing. This is a pretty basic concept that you guys need to know. Let's go to this on the board first. This is what you need to know, okay? You need to know that you shouldn't be dipping into your bankroll. What you deposit in an online sports book, you shouldn't be taking out the following week. You shouldn't be taking out 2 weeks, you shouldn't be taking it out in a month or 2 months, all right? You shouldn't be dipping into it, because that is designed for you to build. You have to build it up. That's what you're doing with it in there. Obviously, there's no reason for you to put $1,000 in, you make 60 bucks, and now you're gonna take it out. Why are you doing that? There's no reason for you to be doing that. You shouldn't even be putting 1,000 in, you win 60 and taking 60 bucks out. You shouldn't be touching it at all. So it should be sitting in there and meant to be built, all right? That's why when it comes to rollovers on any of these online sports books, it doesn't matter, okay? Now, this is why. For an example, I'm gonna go ahead and use the highest one, which is BetUS, all right? We're just gonna go ahead and say that and call it out there, all right? This is the highest one, but we're gonna tell you exactly the reason why it really doesn't matter, okay? So the rollover on BetUS is 10x, all right? It's 10x what you put in there. They match what you put in there, so you put 1,000 in there, let's say. They give you 1,000, but you have to spend $10,000 in bets before you can access your money. Why this is actually a good thing, and a lot of people think it's a bad thing. This is why this is a good thing, because it takes the money away from you and does not give you access to it, all right? So you cannot pull the money back out, all right? The money is stuck in there. You have to sit there and you have to bet. You can't just take your money out. It's stuck in there, all right? And a lot of you need that to happen, because if not, you're gonna come out and you're just gonna take that money out yourself, and then you're gonna go and blow it on something stupid. Even when you win, or when you're just losing a little bit, you're gonna bail, try to get your money out, and disappear with it, all right? So just to be back again, you're gonna be back again, you know, betting again. So it doesn't make any sense, guys. You gotta leave your money in there, all right? So for an example, BetUS got the 10x rollover on their deposit bonus. Let's say you start with $1,000 is your bankroll in there. They gave you 1,000, so you got 2,000 in there or whatnot. But we're just gonna say, using percentages right now, with just $1,000 that you're using. All right, so you have to spend 10,000 in there to get access to the money that you put in there. Now look at this. If you're betting 3% of your bankroll, you're betting $30. All right. If let's say you're doing the 5 bets a day and you're doing 150 bets in a month, you're doing 150 bets in a month, you're spending $4,500 a month in sports betting. So it's only going to take you 2.5 months to clear that 10,000 mark, and then you have access to your money anyway. You shouldn't even be touching your money in that 2.5 months anyway. So it does not matter. This is why this doesn't matter. You guys have to train yourself to make yourself realize that you shouldn't be touching your bankroll unless you get it to a certain level. When you're at a certain level with your bankroll that you are comfortable with, where you can coast and make a good amount of money on that bankroll, then you can start taking money out of it, all right? Until you reach that point, 1K is not that point. $1,000 is not the point where you should be coasting on your bankroll and dipping and taking money out of it. You shouldn't. It has to be more than that, okay? So 2.5 months, you would have cleared that mark of $10,000 and you'd have access to your money anyway. Even though past that 2.5 months, you shouldn't be touching your bankroll anyway. So therefore, that does not matter. The rollover does not matter. It only matters for people that are putting their money in and are trying to hit something real quick and then take their money out. which is not sports betting. This is not sports betting at a high level. That is sports betting at a lottery level, where you're putting your money in there trying to get big money and then just escape. This is not what we do here. This is not how it works. All right, so you guys you have to listen to this. Now let's get to if you're doing 2%. If you're just doing 2% of your bankroll, which is $20 bets, times the 150, you're spending $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month at that rate, about 3.5 months, a little bit less than that, you would have passed your 10K mark, all right? Even at 3.5 months, you still shouldn't even be touching your bankroll. There's no reason to. You should be building it. Exactly. Because if you guys watched our other video where you take 1,000 and convert it to 50K a year, we're not touching our bankroll for 8 months. So no matter what your betting percentage is, you shouldn't have been touching your bankroll whatsoever. Doesn't matter. Let's go to 1%. You're only betting 1%, which are $10 bets. At 150 bets, you're betting $1,500 a month. At that rate, 6.5 months, you cleared the mark for 10,000. At any mark, you're going to surpass it at 1%, 2%, or 3%. So the rollover doesn't really matter. But of course, yeah, these sports books, it does help if they match 100% of whatever it is you're putting in there. That helps, right? That's free money. And you shouldn't be touching your bankroll anyway, so it's free money in there that should just be able to stack up. That is why using this example right here with a 1K bankroll, that's why at the max, 6.5 months at betting 1% is where you would actually have access to the money that you are betting. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go to an example of using a $2,000 bankroll, and this is what a rollover of about 20,000, and it's about the same thing. So I'm gonna explain it to you guys, but there's something that you guys need to realize as well. We're using just one unit size here. Now, you're gonna be using probably the compound interest effect on this, so your unit sizes are probably gonna be different. They're probably gonna be more money as you build your bankroll. So you're probably gonna reach that rollover mark way quicker than what we're putting up here. This is without using the compound interest. This is an example without using that and just staying at the same exact unit size for months. So as you see in other videos that we show, using that compound interest effect, your unit size is definitely building up. You know, every month you're building up more and more, you're betting more and more, all right? So you'll reach this mark quicker than what we're even showing here. This is a 2K bankroll. So if you got a $2,000 bankroll with a $20,000 rollover limit on this, now if you're betting 3%, that's $60 bets times 150, you're reaching a $9,000 mark in each month, taking you about the same amount of time, 2.5 months. Same thing goes for, if you're paying attention, then you see that this is the exact same thing right here. It's the same thing, it's just different numbers. It doesn't really matter what your bankroll is and what the rollover percentage is on that bankroll, because in the same amount of time, you are still going to reach that mark. All right, let me circle it for you. That mark right there, all right, guys, you're still gonna reach that mark no matter what. Whatever that rollover percentage is, you're gonna reach it in a matter of 6.5 months, all right? Doesn't matter. So like I said, the most important thing you need to get out of this video is not what I'm showing you right there. It needs to be this, that you shouldn't be dipping into your bankroll, because it should be in there building and building and building. Let's go ahead and let's say that you started your own business. You started your own business and you're making money in your business. Are you gonna take all your profits out of that business and go and run away and go spend it on something stupid? No, you're probably not. You're gonna let your business grow. You're gonna let your money stay in there and you're gonna build it. Same thing, you need to treat this like the same way. Put your bankroll in there, use it, and just keep building it up and up and up. Don't take your money out as soon as you're making money, or don't run scared when your money goes down a little bit. You gotta trust the process, you gotta continue to do it, stay consistent, and stay disciplined, all right? That is what you have to do, and this is why. The rollover, deposit, bonuses do not matter when it comes to online sportsbooks. All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you don't agree with it, make sure you comment down below and let us know why you don't agree with it. If you're looking for a sportsbook to use, a sportsbook so that you can bet anywhere in the US, no matter where you are at, if it's legal or illegal, go in the description, click the link for BetUS, and sign up with them. They also have a deposit bonus as well, so make sure you guys check them out in the description. As always, guys, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.